Welcome back to Drill by Feel. This is Coach T. Today we're going to go over be on time, the phrase that's yelled out to everybody and their mother, like be on time, be on time, be on time. And what that kind of means for us, and two things to really note about being on time. The time is going to happen in your feet, right? When that front foot lands, am I on time with our second point is our approach. Like, what is the game of baseball asking me to do right here? Do I need to hit the baseball to right field? Do I need to hit it in the middle? Do I need to get the ball in the air? Do I need to put the baseball on the ground? Let the baseball tell you what to do. For coaches working on this with players, what this is representing right here with our 3 T's, our contact point, a deeper T, a squared up, on time in the middle T, and then a out in front T. What these 3 baseballs are going to represent for these kiddos is when my barrel works through the zone, when I catch in my turn, what direction, what kind of ball flight are we probably going to be looking for. As far as the swing is concerned, I know a lot of people talk about up, down. To me, those are feelings. Like, what are we trying to feel because it's an overcorrection, right? If my guys are super barrel dippy, going everything straight up and buttercut on top of the baseball, you probably want to have those guys feel like they're swinging down, right? Just kind of find a happy medium. Or guys are super steep and on top of the baseball, feeling like they're trying to hit the top of the cage, again, gets them a little bit more level with a little bit more competitive ball flight. So again, like, let's say our barrel pass in the position we want it to be. We're now talking about approach. If I'm catching this baseball deeper in my turn, right, I'm a right-handed hitter. A lot of this, every single time this baseball is going to go to right field. Okay, as far as where my barrel is working in the zone, it's going to probably dictate the ball flight of it. But it's typically going to be lower ball flight to the opposite field. And as I get squared up to baseball number 2, right, all these baseballs are going to end up in the middle. Okay, and again, depending on what part of the baseball I hit, is going to create that consistency of ball flight. And then the ball number 3, okay, our more out in front baseball, and again, where I'm maintaining connection. I'm not reaching to make this move happen. I'm still able to hold my connection and get the baseball left to second base. So to kind of wrap up the being on time, and again, this is going to be more for the right-handed version, but being on time, like I said, is situation-based, right? The depth of contact is going to be dictated by situation. So for example, if I'm catching baseballs deeper in the zone, that's me trying to get advanced runners from second or third base. Right, that ground ball backside, line drive through the 4-hole, does a whole lot of good in those scenarios, right? A 2-strike approach, even where we're letting the baseball travel. Getting an extra foot to foot and a half of visual is going to be really helpful for us being consistent to contact. Our second contact point will be more of a leadoff at-bat or a runner on second base, right, or we're hitting at him or behind him. But again, as far as leadoff at-bat is concerned, us having the ability to get beat a little bit or even get beat a little bit out in front, we will have the ability to adjust to slightly faster fastballs or slightly slower fastballs. On that third baseball, it's when we're trying to get ball flight, right? It's where we have our steep part of our swing, our level part of our swing, and the up portion of our swing to where, infield's in, runners at third base. We just have to get it past the infielder's head. Now we're going to talk about the left-handed hitters. Similar contact points because, again, we're working inside the baseball, working through the middle of the field, giving us a little bit of margin for error. The only difference for us, this could be both lefty and righty included. That'll be our plus counts, our out in front, not going to get cheated by the heater, our even counts, right, 1-1, 0-0. And lastly, working from behind, right, so we're not susceptible to breaking balls, get a little bit beat on the heater, but again, we're able to stay through a lot of contact points. Again, baseballs put in play are always going to be better than strikeouts. As far as situationally for my lefties, and a lot of my lefties are pretty fluid swingers. For whatever reason, man, baseball has a pretty good track record with left-handed guys just being pretty consistent, comfortable hitters. And to a lot of my lefties, situationally, they're going to be pull side. They're going to be out in front. Main reason being missed hits are still going to be productive outs.
As always, thanks so much for watching the video. If you could, in order to grow this baseball community, I need you to like, comment, and share these videos on all social platforms with your friends. And as always, send you positive feels.